What up, everybody? It's Mike. It's coming to you live from this beautiful afternoon. I hope you're having a great day. I just want to talk about my personal opinion on why I think there's a crime wave going on, but most importantly, why I believe that if you go back over the last couple decades, and if you take a look at the top 20 cities, 99% of the time, Democrats will own at least 18 spots on the top 20. One spot is typically an independent, the other spot may or may not be Republican. And typically that Republican spot is somebody who got elected and went down the list. Like this year, for example, we had a Republican on the list. He's no longer on the list. Actually, he's on the quite opposite list. So the mayor of Miami boasting that they fired all the DAs and everything else, and now they've got the safest major city in the U.S., Miami. So why are the other cities like this? Why? I mean, do the Democrats themselves, like the voters, actually like crime? Yeah, if you talk to them. No. I mean, they might have some wacko takes on prison, things like that, but they're not fans of crime itself. They'll call the cops just as quickly as Republicans will. I mean, take a look at Martha's Vineyard. They couldn't wait to call, whatever military branch they called to ship those people out of there. So they're not opposed to calling when they need help. The problem is that the Democrat leadership, they do things on purpose. They have an agenda. They want to get rid of the Second Amendment, right? So let's go back to Chicago. Automatic weapons were being used by the mob for drive-by. So they got rid of automatic weapons. And they eventually went to the Congress and the Senate and the president, and they got rid of automatic weapons back in 1984. And they realized, hey, we're able to do this because we were able to point to all this crime and go, well, the solution has to be gun laws, right? So fast forward to the day, and the reason, in my opinion, why all these Democrat cities are constantly the ones with the most violence and the most crime is because they want it that way. They want to be able to point to all that violence and crime and use that as a reason to erode the Second Amendment. That's why it's there. They don't just love criminals. There's a need for the criminal. There's a use for the criminal. Politicians are users, all of them. Republicans, Democrats, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're users, right? So when something is being allowed or not allowed to happen, there's a reason for it. And that's the reason for it. The reason why Chicago, Baltimore, these two cities are always number one in crime is so that Democrats can point to them and go, see, it's those evil gun owners. We need more gun laws. That's how we can save these cities. And yet, in cities that actually address crime and lock up criminals, they actually solve that problem. See, it's not the gun owner that's the problem. It's your bullshit politicians. Vote them out. That goes for New Mexico. Now we're also number one in kidnapping. We're top 5 in property crime, top 5 in violent crime, top 5 in murders, bottom in education, dead last in education, bottom 5 in child welfare. And yet our governor still has a chance to be reelected. It is unbelievable. So, and just remember, they don't actually want to get rid of the crime. They want to use that crime to get rid of the rest of your rights. Because they know they can't take your rights. They know that you are going to want to give them up. Oh, please take this right away from us so we can be safe. And that's what they're doing. And a lot of you fall for it. I know I've fallen for it back in the day. It's easy to fall for it. Don't be mad at yourself if you do. Just wake up and see what's happening. And don't let them do it to you. It's that simple. Have a good day, everybody.